From one monster matchup to the next, Detroit Lions head west with their playoff hopes very much alive after rolling boxcars against the Cowboys last week.
Handoff, Gibbs, they got the edge on the outside. Great block from the outside. He strolls in, and that made it easy for Gibbs. He could have done that on his hands.
They are in Hollywood to face the LA Rams, who return home off their own 40-plus burger with cheese that put them back in the top spot in the NFC.
Just take note, because they can kill you any which way.
So we get two offenses that just put up 40-plus points the previous week. The whole Stafford-Goff trading places thing and playoff implications galore doesn't get much better. In one corner, Jared has thrown for 240-plus yards in 7 straight games, went for 309 versus Dallas, 1 touchdown, no picks, 100-plus rate game for the second week in a row.
To the end zone, open touchdown! 12 yards, 46 seconds.
In the other corner, Matthew, who rebounded nicely from his Carolina stumble, 3 TDs over 9 yards per attempt versus Arizona, 281 yards, a 131 rate, back in front probably for that 3-lettered trophy.
Stafford sets, throws, caught, into the end zone, touchdown!
Rams offense smacked Arizona with 45 points, a season high 28 or more points in 6 of their last 7.
Stafford, end zone, caught, touchdown!
Matthew Stafford puts it on the money for him.
Detroit's offense has only finished a game with less than 24 points 3 times all year. 44 points last week, second time they've put up that many with DC calling the shots.
You can only bottle them up so long. Touchdown.
The defense they face, the tougher of the two. LA holding teams to 17 a game, held Arizona to 17. 4 for 12 on third down, only 2 teams holding teams to fewer points.
It's not where the Cardinals offense wants to be.
Able to stay on his feet and then throws it away.
Rams secondary reverted back to form after making Bryce Young look like an actual number 1 overall pick, picked off Jacoby Brissett once, held him under 7 yards per attempt to an 80 rating. They are holding quarterbacks to the 7th lowest rate on the season.
And this pass is picked off.
Ooh! Goff gets to see what the fearsome foursome 2.0 is all about. Rams with 3 more sacks last week. Kobe Turner with 1 has 4.5 from the inside. Byron Young picked up his team-leading 11th.
Nice job up front, giving Jacoby Brissett 0 time to throw that football.
Goff only took 1 sack on 34 pass attempts versus the Cowboys, but 3 sacks taken in each of his previous 2 games. When he lets it fly, Jamison Williams, 88-plus yards, 4 of his last 5 games after going for 96 versus the Cowboys. No longer just a dude that shows up some games.
Goff fires, caught on the run, and taking it inside the 30, Williams.
Amon-Ra St. Brown played through his hurt ankle, 92 yards, leaving him 24 away from 1,000 for the year.
Fired over the middle, big gain inside the 30-yard line, St. Brown.
Rams DBs did give up 142 yards to Michael Wilson in their win, 2 touchdowns, 58 yards allowed to Trey McBride, nothing of significance to any running backs, either through the air or along the ground, faced 7 Bam Knight rush attempts, held him to 16 yards. Now they have to track Jahmyr Gibbs, comes in off a big pass catcher outing, 77 yards in receiving yards versus the star.
There he goes again, breaking tackles all the way to the 11-yard line.
And Gibbs broke through the G-spot down low last week, has over 1,000 yards rushing, also painted it Honolulu blue 3 times.
Through the middle, Gibbs into the end zone for a Lions touchdown.
David Montgomery sighting last week too, 60 yards, a long touchdown.
Montgomery breaking tackles, inside the 10, he goes to the end zone for the touchdown.
If your offense can put up 44, giving up 30 isn't so bad. With that said, Detroit has now given up 27-plus points in 3 straight games.
Prescott throwing wide open and into the end zone.
Wasn't that they played the pass bad, their pass rush was on, and they played the run well enough. Secondary lost Brian Branch to an Achilles injury, though. It's been like watching Game of Thrones with these guys. Who's gonna go next? Still, they picked off Dak Prescott twice, held him to a sub-80 rate. Nice rebound from their showing versus Jordan Love the week before.
Deflected, intercepted by the Lions. Comes up with the gift.
Got some Christmas shopping done early. They bagged him up 5 times. Still not sure how Madagascar Marty, behind the Wizard of Oz curtain in New York, took that safety from them. Didn't end up mattering, luckily. Al-Quadin Muhammad with a sack trick. It's almost more scarier that they did so much damage without Aiden being in on one.
Look out, down he goes. Muhammad, that's 3 for him tonight.
Stafford not wrapped up once on 31 pass attempts versus Arizona. He's hard to put under that Christmas tree. Rams tied for the fewest sacks taken in 2025. And as we just saw, extra time equals a big game for either Devontae Adams or Puka Nacua, sometimes both, though Adams only had 29 yards on his 6 targets last week. Nacua, though, scored twice, racked 167 yards, so he's feeling funky.
Now Stafford fires downfield. Nacua, touchdown!
Nacua, the only Rams pass catcher with more than 40 yards versus the Cardinals. Colby Parkinson scored only 32 yards. It was Puka, Stafford, and that run game. Ronnie Rivers, 41 yards, 5.1 a carry. Kyron Williams, 84 yards, 6.5 per, plus a touchdown.
As Kyron Williams takes it in.
By the time he's touched, it's already a touchdown.
That's 70 plus yards, 5 of his last 6, 4-5 or better, 6 of his last 7. And then there's Blake Corum, 80 plus yards back-to-back weeks. After dropping 128 on Arizona with 2 TDs, their double-double with Cheese led the way to 249 rush yards last week.
Blake Corum inside the 30, and he is going to take this all the way.
Detroit has played the run well all year. Week 14, no exception, as they held Javonte Williams to 3.9 a run, which is what they're holding all ball carriers to in 2025.
Second and short, and they're going to be a yard short here with a 3rd down forthcoming.
These two played week 1 last year, played each other in the playoffs the year before. Rams only up 2 after playing each other close to 90 times since 1937. Both teams were looking pretty good in 1999, put on a pretty good show for the fans in that one.
Takes handoff Greg Hill, and he's zone for a safety. Yes, sir.
The Detroit Lions quickly regained their focus. Detroit attacked Ram quarterback Kurt Warner most of the afternoon.
That's twice they get in there. What are they doing?
Detroit treated Marshall Faulk even worse. With just over a minute to play, it came down to a 4th and 26 for Detroit.
He's got it! Holy mackerel! Barat looking around, fires.